Foundation is a non-government organization. I'm a co-founder together with Ioan Zenkov, who is my partner in life as well, and also a mural artist. We've been working in the public space in Sofia and other cities in Bulgaria for the last 8 years. For us, it's very important and vital to have international exchange. We found out that during the years, traveling is boosting our creativity and also giving us good contacts and making true friendships. So that's why in the past few years we work a lot in the direction of keeping those partnerships and friendships alive and inviting people from around the world here in Sofia to create art, to exchange ideas with us, and also that help us travel to other countries and to present Bulgarian street art and mural art and the public spaces of other cities and countries, and also create contacts and etc. So you see here just a few of our productions in the past few years. Our organization is not limited to mural art and street art, although this is our, let's say, superpower, but we also organize residencies and exhibitions with visual artists. We do have a couple of short movies productions as well. But let's get back to the project. So the project Cycle of Knowledge aims to create an inspiring public space in the Studentski Grad. Why we chose Studentski Grad is because when I came to Sofia, I started living here for the first few months. So like I didn't study in Sofia, but somehow my life brought me to first live in Studentski Grad. So Studentski Grad is a place that is supposed to be like a big campus, a whole neighborhood only filled with dormitories and students, so that they can have everything at hand and to have the university facilities, sport halls, as well as places for culture, and to probably study together, exchange ideas, etc. Unfortunately, the Studentski Grad didn't come out this way in the end. You can see the photos here that we have only the dormitory buildings arising, but now there is a lot of new buildings in between, and there is a lack of green spaces and places for people to just walk around, have a rest, or even just share the space together. So the public spaces, they were originally planned in another way, but nowadays they've been shifted in another direction that is more related to entertainment, and it's let's say distracting the focus of the students from studying. This is why we thought it would be a great idea to bring back the knowledge in Studentski Grad and to work with students. So these two ideas complement one another. So on one hand, we want to work with students. On the other hand, we wanted to change the environment in Studentski Grad. So we saw the opportunity to paint the walls of the dormitory buildings because they are already renovated, and for us this is like a blank page in a ready canvas. In order to do so, we collaborated with the University of Economics, which was the first university to recognize our idea as a good potential. So they supported us, and they are the host of the first two murals. So we split the project basically in phases so that we can cope with the scale. So this is a lot of budget as well. So we decided to focus this year on two murals and to have this wonderful discussion forum to put more focus on the project as well. So we somehow split it in episodes because we got inspired by comic books because they are going in episodes, and this is another relation to the books and the education in a way. So Cycle of Knowledge started earlier this year with a series of workshops and presentations with the National Academy of Arts, with the students in program Mural Art. And we did a small contest, let's say. We opened a call within the students, the specialty, to give proposals for one of the walls that was in episode 2. This is block number 23, beside. So you can see in the back that there are the proposals of the students. And among altogether 6 proposals, here you can see only 3 of them. Among 6 proposals, we chose the one of Veneta Malinova, who is here with us. She graduated bachelor degree in Europe, and now she is in the master's degree. So this is her diploma project for the bachelor degree, and you can see that she developed a detail on a canvas and also a scaled version done by hand. So this was during the springtime and in the end of the second semester. And we executed the mural with her in the beginning of September. So this was her first big scale mural, and that was the idea, to give hand to the young artists to start their career. And you'll see more in a little bit. I will share 2 videos that will show what we've done in September. So on one hand was this approach to create this exchange and flow of knowledge, and we see it's two-directional. It's not from the elders to the youngs, but also the opposite way, because we get inspired as well when we learn from one another non-stop. So that's why we wanted to put a big emphasis on this in the project, and also to have it in Studentski Grad. Alongside the mural painting, we conducted this questionnaire that Bujdan mentioned earlier today. And the idea is to invite students living in Studentski Grad and also other people who work and live there to give their opinion of what they think about the initiative and how they see their participation, so they can give us feedback and we can plan ahead the project. Our plans for the project are deep. So we saw that there are many other dormitory buildings that could be painted, and we mapped them, and we hope that those are going to be our next episodes. And we have long-term intentions in the neighborhood, so we envision that if we paint between 2 to 4 murals per year, we can really make a change in Studentski Grad for the next 3 to 5 years, depending on how much funding we get and how we proceed with the project. But moreover, our specialty is mural art, but we'd like to see a lot more change in the neighborhood. Therefore, we approached the University of Architecture, Civic Engineering to join the project, and we hope that we will engage students in this new academic year to research the places in between the buildings and other areas that have potential to be developed with placemaking projects or other interventions that are on the horizontal side. So we have a way to complement the murals that are, let's say, the vertical side, and we can combine those 2 plannings together, because we think that mural art shouldn't be considered out of the whole picture. It is part of the urban environment, so it should be planned together with other urban initiatives and how people interact with the space, how they use it, and would like to see the change there. So we hope that in the next episodes, not only murals will be painted, but also placemaking projects in between the buildings, so we can show that there is a complex approach in the urban space. This is a tough one. And here is more on the direct and expected results that you could see behind me. I would like to cut it short a little bit because we are already behind schedule, and I would love to have your attention on 2 videos we created with our team, and here are the big ups for Kustudin Exaro, who made the videos, and for the 2 artists who painted the murals. Yeah, we had technical issues this morning, so that's why we have to operate the presentations.
Казвам се Светозар Янков, артистичният псевдоним СФ. се от близо 10 години с професионално рисуване на стенописи. За този проект ми помага и моята любима партньорка Анна, която изяви желание още в самото начало, като разправя за проекта, че ще го има. И виждаме, че без нея просто нямаше да бъде това, което е. Аз изхождам от това, че кръговрат на познанието. Все пак това не е нещо, което ние не търсим. Всеки един търси познание, всеки един търси как да се образува все повече, за да може да успява в този свят. Затова подходих по този начин. Девойка, която чете книга на прозореца, малко изковано, но пък много символично и смислено. Защо? Защото като цяло символиката с вън и вътре е винаги навсякъде около нас. Двете пространства, това, което дели вътрешното пространство и външното, е чисто както и нашето душевно състояние, така и външно. Външно човек може да има едни емоции, но вътрешно съвсем различни. И това, което най-силно говори за стенописа е книгата, защото тя е в основата на знанието. От нея черпим, тя е връзката с дали духовното, дали материалното, вече ние решаваме. И книгата е в основата на композицията при мен в този стенопис. Другото, което е чисто като колорит, реши да е една слънчева, топла гама, както всеки обича, примерно в слънчевите, да прави нещо приятно за себе си. Това е намек към не само студентите, към всички хора, че те могат да правят най-приятното нещо, да разпръскват мрака на невежеството чрез знание. Аз в началото тръгнах просто чисто изпълненчески да си го правя по моя си начин и и не влагах чак толкова много мисъл за хората, какво ще си кажа, но постепенно виждайки реакциите на хората и как откликват и дори от малките деца как се радват, когато майка ги посочи. Вижте какво се случва и те са много първични и хубави реакции имат. Това ми говори на мен, че аз съм си свършил работата добре и следващите поколения ще имат нещо, от което да черпват вдъхновение. Мнението ми за обмена на знание като професионален артист с студентите от академията, които са, е изключително позитивно, защото няма хора, които да правят нещо такова в България. В смисъл, може и да има, но аз не знам за тях. Така че това много ме вдъхнови да участвам в изслушването на първата част, първият епизод. При нея много ми харесва, че е супер уверена. Дори когато се качихме на вишката за първи път и тя каза, няма проблем, то не е страшно, всичко е 6. И много ми харесва това нейно настроение и подход към нещата. Също така, другият подход, който много ми харесва нея, е, че тя работи много чисто, много стриктно, гледа линията и да е точно на мястото, много добре прехвърлят като цяло. Много приятни нюанси, земни тонове, красиви. Въобще, наистина има много в нея какво да се развива за напред.
Here I would like to mention the funding parties because this wouldn't be possible without the program Europe by Sofia municipality that supports the first episode of Cycle of Knowledge. So the first episode contains the mural by Sofia and also the discussion forum, and our partners from Visit Sofia and the regional municipality Studentski, as well as the economic university, as I already mentioned.
Тази есен ми предстои да съм първи магистърски курс в художествената академия, специално стенопис, като лятото се дипломирах в същата специалност, бакалавърска степен. Рисувам от много малка, още от, може би, втори, трети клас. Винаги изкуството е било моя страст и реших да се занимавам с стенопис, когато бях в 9 клас. Тогава направих моя категоричен избор, че това е специалността, която искам да уча и нещо, с което искам да се занимавам.
Идеята на проект Кръговрат на познанието и наша цел е да срещнем млади стенописни художници с лице в лице с голямата стена и всичките предизвикателства, свързани с процеса, и по този начин да ги подкрепим в тяхната бъдеща реализация. За тази цел се свързахме с Националната художествена академия, специално стенопис. Направихме поредица от срещи. По този начин стигнахме до организирането на конкурс.
Когато Visionary представиха този конкурс в художествената академия, ми стана много интересно, първо като тематика, второ като възможност да изразя себе си върху толкова голямо пространство, което ще стои от голям брой хора също. Естествено, не съм имала очакване, че ще спечеля този конкурс. Исках просто да се предизвикам, да направя проект, който би се вписвал идеално в тази среда, най-добрата. Моят проект между страниците, книгата е основен символ. Тя се повтаря от различни гледни точки, могат да се видят улиците на страниците, гръбчетата на улиците на страниците, самите страници също. И смятам, че книгата е именно посредник между поколенията за предаване на знания. Освен това, центърът на моята композиция е и една детска фигура, която е събирателен образ на човека, търсещ познание. В началото бях доста притеснена, тъй като това е предизвикателна работа и си дадох сметка колко много труд ще положа върху този проект. Но в последствие се успокоих, освен че ще ми стигне времето, ще успея да направя нещо красиво.
Ролята ми в проект Кръговрат на познанието, освен организатор, е и човек, който подкрепя логистично, технически и по време на процеса художника. Понеже Вени няма опит с толкова мащабен размер стена, аз съм тук, за да мога да я посъветвам как да подходи в различните етапи на рисунка.
Считам, че в процеса на работа успяхме да осъществим темата на този проект Кръговратът на познанието, тъй като лично аз поех много от опита, както на Йоан, така и на Све. Йоан е един много обективен ментор, който е готовен да даде точно връзна връзка и да помогне в трудни моменти, естествено. И когато го моля за помощ, той се отзовава на момента и ако не беше той предишни, процесът на работа може би нямаше да върви толкова леко. Също така Све ме вдъхнови много. Той беше човек, който ми вдъхна кураж. Още първият ден, в който той започна да рисува, тъй като аз отидох да видя как върви процесът при него, за да мога да знам и аз как да започна и как да си преценя времето още от началото на самата работа.
По време на работния процес с Вени срещнахме някои предизвикателства и моето наблюдение е, че тя доста добре се справя с това да намери решения. Прави ми впечатление това, че Вени се адаптира много бързо в процеса и намира алтернативни подходи към изрисуването на стената.
Днес е шести ден от работата ми върху проектът между страниците и мога да кажа, че се чувствам изключително удовлетворена. Дори имам адреналин, който ме държи просто пълна с енергия, за да работя и да осъществя мечтата си, всъщност, да направя една мащабна творба.
Според мен с Вени се сработихме много добре и се получихме посочен от мен, който олицетворява чудесно Кръговрат на познанието.
So here, of course, I want to mention again the partners, because without them it's not possible. And here we have again the support of Sofia municipality, it's the cultural program, as well as the Economic University. We have also the National Academy of Arts, who actively participated with the collaboration with the students, as well as Strøyrent, who provided the machine for the lift. and Orgahim, who provided the beautiful covers for the artists to paint. So this is super essential to fit in the budget that the municipality provides. And as a conclusion, I would like to say that we mentioned we prepared merchandise, but the reason to have the merchandise is that we would like to invite you to help us fund the next steps of our project and the collaboration with the students. And we're so happy that the two artists are dedicated to that as well. So all the prints that you see created by J-Point will be the money of them will be invested in our future activities with the students from the National Academy of Arts. So we'd like to make this circulation and to also have the people who like the project to have somehow supported and also have a piece of art with them at home. So this is another invitation, and because we mentioned a few times the questionnaire, I'll put it here while we have a short session for Q&A. If you have questions towards the project.
Any questions? Yeah.
Okay. I have a question again. How is it about the interest of youth students? Are the students interested to be part of this project, mural project?
Okay, so as I said, that in the contest participated only 6 proposals. So there is, girls told me about like 100 students in the major mural art altogether for the 4 years. About 100 students. So let's say there is 6% interest. And for us, this was, how should I say, this is a great opportunity that we are providing because we have everything, funded, logistically and technically managed, and the students are invited to create their own work. And what we find as a team is that there is a bit of, how should I say, maybe they are a bit scared. They're not enthusiastic enough because they've never done it. And the reality is that in the National Academy of Arts, the students are very well prepared to create beautiful concepts, to to prepare the idea, but they're not ready to execute it in such scale. So that's why we find it important that we support them and give them hands towards the professional life, because after graduation there is no manager waiting for you at the door to propose projects like that. So it's a lot of work to find funding, to organize the approvals with the municipality, etc., because it's really complex job. And it's not just to prepare your own exhibition and work at home on canvas, but it's a big scale work that you should practice out in the public space. And this is also coming with difficulties and challenges because the public reacts to what you're doing. So now it looks very romantic with the music and etc., but we had some challenges when we were on the spot, and from technical to interaction with the public, like positive or negative, it's also emotionally charged. So this is experience, and you can get there only by doing it. So that's why we find it vital to keep working with the students, and we already have enough knowledge to be ready to present it to them, and that's why we are so happy, and we'll push forward the project.
I would like to add that Delyana is being modest. Saying 6% is a bit low, considering what she said about the scale. I think that students in their first year might not actually think about that at all. So we started with 6 projects, but we're continuing our partnership with the academy, and we see great potential there.
So next year, actually in this academic year, we hope that when we open the call for the next mural, we'll have more proposals from the students, and maybe we can challenge Lenny again, who knows? I hope that other students will also participate, and we can give the opportunity for more tailored works to come into life. And also the fact that it's in the student city, we want to do exactly that what Ilaria mentioned earlier, to give back the power to the community, so they feel free to create Studentski Grad is the way they want it to look like, because they're the students. They should be the reflection, like the public space in Studentski Grad should reflect what the students are. And at the moment, I'm really happy that we managed to bring you all here, because otherwise, all guests from around the world wouldn't visit Studentski Grad. They'll probably stay in the city center. But now you see what's the vibe here and what's the environment, and I think that this is reflecting only very little part of it.